Welcome back to Thriveology today. Imagine hosting a webinar that not only keeps attendees engaged from start to finish, but also generates $25,000 in sales in just 90 minutes. That's exactly what happened to Emma, who transformed her struggling online course business by mastering the art and science of high-converting webinars. In the next 10 minutes, you'll discover the exact blueprint successful entrepreneurs use to create, deliver, and monetize webinars that turn viewers into customers. Whether you're planning your first webinar or looking to improve your conversion rates, these strategies will help you create presentations that educate, engage, and sell. Before we dive into these game-changing principles, join our Thriveology community by hitting subscribe. Because just like creating a successful webinar, small, consistent actions today create extraordinary results tomorrow. Let's transform your webinars from boring presentations into powerful sales machines. Think of your webinar structure like the blueprint for a dream home. Get it right, and everything else falls into place. Let's explore the proven framework that keeps attendees engaged while naturally leading them toward your offer. Start with a powerful opening that hooks your audience immediately. You have about 90 seconds to convince people to stay, so make it count. Begin with a compelling story, a surprising statistic, or a bold promise that speaks directly to your audience's desires or pain points. For example, in the next 60 minutes, I'm going to show you how I went from struggling to book clients to having a 3-month waiting list, using a method that takes just 20 minutes a day. Establish your credibility early, but avoid the lengthy bio that puts people to sleep. Instead, weave your credentials naturally into your content. Share brief stories that demonstrate your expertise and results rather than listing accomplishments. This approach builds trust without seeming boastful. Structure your content in what I call the problem, agitate, solve framework. First, clearly articulate the problem your audience is facing. Then deepen their understanding of the consequences of not solving this problem. Finally, introduce your solution as the bridge between their current situation and desired outcome. Organize your teaching into 3 to 5 clear sections or pillars. This makes your content easier to follow and remember. For each pillar, provide both the what and the how, the concept and the application. Include specific examples, case studies, or demonstrations that bring your teaching to life. Plan strategic engagement points throughout your presentation. Every 10 to 15 minutes, incorporate an activity that requires audience participation. A quick exercise, a reflection question, or a poll. These engagement moments reset attention spans and create a more interactive experience. Transition smoothly to your offer by positioning it as the natural next step for implementation. The most effective webinars make the offer feel like a solution rather than a sales pitch. Use bridge phrases like, "Now that you understand these principles, you might be wondering how to implement them in your specific situation. That's exactly why I created." Remember, a well-structured webinar feels like a journey that naturally leads to your offer as the destination. When done right, your audience should feel that purchasing is the logical next step in solving their problem. Think of engagement as the heartbeat of your webinar. Without it, your presentation flatlines no matter how good your content is. Let's explore techniques that keep your audience actively participating from start to finish. Start by creating multiple touch points before your webinar even begins. Send reminder emails with intriguing questions or small tasks that prime attendees for participation. For example, before tomorrow's session, take 2 minutes to write down your biggest challenge with client acquisition. Having this ready will help you get maximum value from our time together. Use the chat strategically throughout your presentation. Ask specific questions that prompt easy responses like, type yes if you've ever experienced this challenge, or share in the chat what your #1 goal is for the next 90 days. These low-barrier engagement opportunities create momentum that makes deeper participation more likely. Incorporate pattern interrupts every 8 to 10 minutes to recapture wandering attention. These could be short stories, quick exercises, screen changes, or even deliberate movement if you're on camera. These shifts prevent the mental checkout that happens when presentations become too predictable. Create what I call success moments throughout your webinar. Small wins or insights that make attendees feel they're already getting value. These might be quick implementation tips, aha moments, or simple frameworks they can apply immediately. These success moments build confidence in your teaching and create positive associations with your content. Use strategic polls or questions to gather real-time information about your audience. Then reference these insights throughout your presentation. This creates a personalized experience and shows that you're responsive to their specific situation. For example, I see 65% of you are struggling with time management. Let me address that specifically. Remember, engagement isn't just about keeping people entertained. It's about creating an active learning experience that builds momentum toward your offer. When attendees are actively participating, they're more invested in the solutions you provide. Think of sales psychology as understanding the invisible forces that drive decision-making. By aligning your presentation with these natural psychological principles, you create an environment where purchasing feels comfortable and logical. Let's explore how to incorporate these elements effectively. Start with the principle of reciprocity. When you provide genuine value throughout your webinar, attendees naturally feel a desire to reciprocate. This is why it's crucial to deliver actionable content before presenting your offer. The more value you provide upfront, the more receptive people become to your paid solution. Leverage the power of social proof throughout your presentation. Share specific success stories that help attendees envision their own transformation. The most effective testimonials follow the I was, I did, now I am format, clearly showing the before, action, and after states. For example, Sarah was struggling to fill her coaching practice. She implemented our client attraction system, and now she's booked solid with a waiting list. Address objections before they arise. Identify the 3 to 5 most common reasons people might hesitate to purchase, then proactively address these concerns before presenting your offer. This approach demonstrates empathy and removes mental barriers to buying. For example, you might be wondering if this will work if you don't already have an email list. Let me address that specifically. Create a sense of urgency that feels authentic rather than manipulative. Limited time bonuses, early bird pricing, or exclusive access for webinar attendees can provide legitimate reasons to act now. Always ensure these incentives add genuine value rather than feeling like arbitrary limitations. Frame your offer as a transformation, not just a transaction. People don't buy products or services. They buy better versions of themselves or their businesses. Clearly articulate the before and after states your solution provides, focusing on both tangible outcomes and emotional benefits. Remember, effective sales psychology isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about understanding human decision-making and creating an environment where saying yes feels safe and logical. When done right, your offer becomes the obvious next step for someone who wants to achieve the transformation you've promised. Think of your follow-up system as the safety net that catches interested prospects who weren't quite ready to buy during your webinar. Let's explore how to create a sequence that nurtures these relationships and converts hesitant viewers into customers. Start by sending a replay within 24 hours to everyone who registered, whether they attended or not. Include a personalized message acknowledging that life gets busy and positioning the replay as a valuable resource. This immediate follow-up captures those who were interested but couldn't attend live. Create a strategic email sequence that addresses common objections and reinforces the value of your offer. Plan 4 to 7 emails over the following week that share additional success stories, answer frequently asked questions, and provide extra value related to your webinar topic. Each email should include a clear call to action to purchase. Implement what I call value-based urgency in your follow-up. Instead of just emphasizing that time is running out, focus on what prospects will miss by not taking action. This could include special bonuses, implementation support, or exclusive community access that genuinely enhances their experience and results. Use multiple communication channels for follow-up. While email is your primary tool, consider adding text message reminders, retargeting ads, or even personal outreach for high-ticket offers. This multi-channel approach ensures your message reaches prospects regardless of their communication preferences. Remember, effective follow-up isn't about pestering people. It's about continuing to provide value while giving interested prospects multiple opportunities to join your program. The most successful webinar hosts often generate 30 to 50% of their total sales during the follow-up period. Think of automation as your webinar sales team that works 24/7 without vacation or sleep. Let's explore how to leverage technology to scale your webinar success while maintaining the personal touch that drives conversions. Start by selecting the right webinar platform for your needs. Tools like Webinar Jam or Zoom work well for live presentations, while EverWebinar or Stealth Seminar excel for automated webinars. Consider factors like ease of use, engagement features, and integration capabilities with your existing tech stack. Create what I call automated authenticity in your evergreen webinars. This includes simulated chat activity, timed interactions, and dynamic elements that make recorded presentations feel live and interactive. The goal isn't to deceive, but to create an engaging experience that encourages active participation. Implement smart registration systems that adapt to your prospect's time zone and schedule. Tools like Easy Webinar can automatically suggest webinar times based on the visitor's location, increasing registration rates by making attendance more convenient. Set up comprehensive analytics to continuously improve your performance. Track not just registration and attendance rates, but engagement metrics like average watch time, chat participation, and drop-off points. These insights help you identify and fix weak spots in your presentation. Remember, automation should enhance the human element of your webinars, not replace it. The most successful automated webinars maintain a personal, authentic feel while leveraging technology to reach more people and convert more consistently. Your journey to webinar mastery starts today. Think about this. Every successful online entrepreneur I know has leveraged the power of webinars to scale their impact and income. The strategies we've covered aren't just theory. They're proven techniques used by presenters who consistently convert viewers into customers. Remember, creating high-converting webinars isn't about fancy slides or perfect delivery. It's about connecting with your audience, providing genuine value, and offering a solution that truly helps them achieve their goals. Each element we've discussed today, from structure to automation, builds upon the others to create a comprehensive system for webinar success. If you're ready to transform your presentations into powerful sales tools, join our Thriveology community by hitting that subscribe button. Because just like mastering webinars, every step forward counts, and every subscriber helps us create better content to fuel your business growth. Share in the comments your biggest webinar challenge. What's holding you back from presentation success? Your question might help another member of our community break through their barriers. Remember, webinar success isn't about being perfect. It's about being helpful, authentic, and strategic. Keep thriving and never stop growing.